Hey everyone, in this video, let's do a comparison of Suno 4.0 and 4.5, which released here recently. Here we are at Suno.com, and if you're familiar with Suno, you're going to find that things are somewhat the same, but there are some notable differences. One thing that we will find here is we have some advanced options like weirdness and style influence that wasn't here before. So you can turn up the weirdness for wild, unexpected results. You can turn up the style influence to match your style description. So if you enter in your style description here and you want to make sure that it's as close as possible to what you have put here, then you can turn that up. And if you want to get some strange results, just kind of get wacky and experimental, try turning up your weirdness. Just be advised that unless you're trying to get some weird results, keeping that around 50% is probably going to be your best bet. Let's take a look here at some of the options we can find in our editing. So here we have a song, and if we click the edit button, that's going to bring us into our edit session. Now, they were integrating some of these options here recently, but with 4.5, they've really dialed things in. And we have now this editing page that is really for all of the different edits that you can do with Suno. Before, it was just kind of not as well put together as this here. So first thing we have is we have our song in this section, and what we can do is we can do our edits here. So let's go ahead and we have our options here. We copy, duplicate, delete, heal edits, crop, reload lyrics. We can find our edits here in this section here. And if we want to replace a section, all we have to do here anywhere in our song, if you just drag your cursor, and you could just drag it as far as you want, and then it will even show you here on the left-hand side where you have where the edits are going to be taking place. So that's really quite nice, and you can kind of just do that anywhere. So you can really dial things in like that. So that's really quite nice. And also, if you want to extend the song, then you can click here on this black section with the arrow, and that is going to then extend from here. So if we want to switch the extension up, then we can just slide the bar. So let's say you want to extend the song from about this part. Usually when I do an extension, I like to bring it in like about 5 to 10 seconds from the end, just so that way it kind of leads into the extension a little bit better. And that is also going to cost some credits there. And then you're always going to find these additional options here where our 3 dots are. So that's going to give you an idea of what is new with the 4.5. Another thing we have here is we have stems, and this is really awesome. We can export our stems. We can do all detected stems for 50 credits. This is going to separate all of our instruments and vocals into 12 different tracks, get up to 12 rather. So as many stems as it detects, then you can separate those so you can really get a lot of control. But if you just want to keep things kind of simple, you want to separate the vocals from the instrumental, then you can do that for 10 credits. So that's quite nice there. So those are kind of the major things. Let's just head back here. Let's see. I guess we'll just go home. And we probably want to go into our create section. Okay. And if we click on our 3 little dots here to the right hand side of our song, then you can see here that we have the remaster, and we have that for version 4, and we have it for 4.5. Now, truth be told, with the remaster option, I very rarely, quite honestly, very rarely do I find that the remaster is better than the version that I started with. Now, that's not always the case. If you do the remaster, then you can get some good results from that. But a lot of times, the remaster I just find ends up taking things out that I like in the original. But you could try it out, and there's and that's kind of the same with the 4.5. I've tried the 4.5 out, and it just try it out. Try it out, play around with it. At the end of the day, it's to your preference. So if you try the remaster and you like it more than the original version, then that's all that's really necessary. But I've just found that there have been times where I've really enjoyed a version, and then when I've gone to remaster it, it sometimes doesn't really do what I want it to. And I find between the 4 and the 4.5, it's still kind of doing the same thing there. We still have the persona option here. We've got the editor, which we just took a look at. Some of these options, they're just a little bit more. It's better laid out than it was in the 4.0. And let's just go ahead and do a little bit of a test here. So let's go to create, and let's just do something simple. Let's go ahead and we're going to do an instrumental. We're going to do the same prompt, but we're going to do it with 4, and we're going to do it with 4.5. So let's just say a funky tune, and we can just really go as simple as that if we want. And so that's just what we're going to do here. So we're going to first off do with the Pro. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the instrumental off, so that way we can kind of do an analysis of the difference between the vocals on the two models. But we'll go ahead and do both here. So let's go ahead and hit create. And so that's generating there. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and switch this to 4.5. Again, if you want to change the model, you can find that up here. And so we're going to go back to 4.5 on that. We got our song Get Down and Groove that's coming together. Let's go ahead and hit create on this. And now we've got that going. So let's go ahead and take a listen to version 4 first. So that's version 4. And as you can see, I mean, it sounds pretty awesome. So, I mean, it's not like it's a huge downgrade from 4 to 4.5, but let's go ahead and take a look at 4.5 now.
Step to the beat, let it move your feet. The bass line's pumping, feel that heat. Ooh, yeah. The rhythm's tight, it's so sweet. Yeah, what? Clap your hands, don't miss a beat. Come on, slide to the left, now bounce it back.
So with 4.5, I mean, if we're doing a comparison between the two, I mean, 4 still sounds great, but I think with 4.5, we're really hearing some more variety in the vocals. We got some really nice background vocals that are kind of going on there. And one thing that you might want to do, if you are a singer-songwriter yourself, because this is kind of what I've been doing, and I've been having a good time with this, is exporting the stems and then removing the vocals and singing on top of it. And the nice thing about having those background vocals is you could take out the main vocals, but you could still keep those in there. And that's really quite nice. If you are a singer-songwriter, then you can make the song your own, but you could still kind of keep those cool vocals, background vocals there. And you're going to want to export the stems, and you're going to want to export the all detected stems because if you just do the vocals and instrumental, the background vocals and the main vocals, they tend to both be in the vocal track. So you're not going to be able to separate them that way. So you are going to need to do that with the all detected stems. But that pretty much gives you an idea of what to expect between 4 versus 4.5. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Really recommend trying it out. And that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe. And don't forget to set your notifications for more helpful tips. Also, if you take a look in the description, you will find a link to our link tree. There you will find our socials and our top AI recommendations. Click on any of those links to get started. You'd be helping us out as well, and we greatly appreciate it. Finally, if you're looking for an online bank, check out Simply Financial. If you click on the referral link there in the link tree, then you can get $50 to open up an account. And if you refer your friends and family, you can get $125 per referral, and they'll get $50 to start. It's a great deal. It's a great bank. Simply Financial comes highly recommended.